to WMTM radio station 93.5. This evening we have an interview with one of the most prolific speakers of Toastmasters, Kahu. Kahu is an award-winning author of a speaker and author of a book called 21 Steps to Magnificent Living. It's his experience resulting to learning to accept and appreciate this thing called flow, and you're going to explain that later. He also has a second book called Recipes for Magnificent Living, which deals with food and his philosophy and focuses on friendship. And the third book underway is entitled 21 Magnificent Life Lessons. And we're going to talk about these books. Kahu is a world-renowned traveler. He's traveled the globe for 30-some years. He's a Tai Chi master. He is a fitness guru. And we want to get into his head this evening. So Kahu, welcome to WMTM.
Well, thank you very much.
Tell us about your first book, 21 Magnificent.
So the 21 Steps to Magnificent Living, the book is about generally finding your general flow in life. Flow is faith, love, optimism, and wisdom. And in order to flow through any problem or any crunch that you get into, you first have to go back and pull on your faith. Then you have to find the thing about it that you love. Be optimistic that it's going to work out in your favor. And then use all of the knowledge that you've been able to gather as wisdom.
So, does it always have to start with F to the L to the O and to the W, or can it mix up?
Can I say hell to the no? No, because every day is a little bit different. Every day is different, and you have to find within yourself, where am I today, and how can I be better today? Sometimes my faith is off, but I might have all the love and all the optimism and have the ability to use my wisdom, but without my faith, I still end up being a little bit off keel. The second book, the cookbook, is not 21, it's just Recipes for Magnificent Living. And what I had decided was I was working with a friend. She had a garden, she was bringing me tons of vegetables. I decided I would take the vegetables, make recipes for her, and it was just an exchange program. But then I started to think about how many friends I have. So I contacted my friends all over the world, and I asked them, can you send me your favorite recipe, favorite thing that you love to eat or cook, and your favorite quote about living. So the book is not just recipes, but it's how these people like to cook, eat, and live. And then I introduce you to all of my friends through the book.
So why is food so important?
Because food is everything. People love to eat. There's one thing that people will never give up, that's eating. They can quit smoking, they can quit drinking, but no one's going to quit eating. And eating should be fun. And so if you can infuse that community in with your eating, then it makes it fun and then makes it effective because you get to visit with your friends.
Is the concept of food or the topic of food a reaction to your earlier life?
I love food. And for me, food is such an important part of sitting down and having a conversation with people. Whenever I have business meetings, I always try to generally find a restaurant that maybe the person who I'm having the meeting with has never been to, or I've never been to, or we've never been to collectively. And then we have an experience of the food, of the work, and then we also get to know each other a little better. So.
Now you say you've been all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Did you eat everything that was put before you?
Not always. The first time I went to Argentina, I was appalled because I wasn't eating red meat. And in Argentina, it's all about the beef. And so they kept saying, you must try, you must prove. Prove means try in Argentinian, I learned. You must prove, you must prove. And first I didn't even know what they meant. And I kept saying, no, no, I don't eat meat, I don't eat meat. And finally, the fourth day, the host's wife came over and she said that the host was most furious with me that I wouldn't eat the meat, because the meat was the pride of Argentina. And so I bit the bullet and I went out and I ate the steak, and I have to admit, it was the best steak I have ever eaten, and I'm still trying to recreate that experience with every steak that I eat, because now I eat meat again. So the crux of that was I started eating meat again.
But you still watch your red meat intake?
But to a degree. Yeah.
What's the worst meal was ever put before you?
The worst meal?
Can you ever think of it?
Duck feet. They put down duck feet and they were like, don't you want to try these duck feet? And I was like, there was no meat on it. They were just crunchy kind of. And we were in Korea and everything smelled like kimchi anyway. So I just ate a little kimchi and took a little bite of it and pretended like it was kimchi duck foot and kept stepping.
You've been all over the world. Now you're on Maui. What do you do on Maui? I know you're a guru in fitness and Tai Chi and all. Tell us, what do you do?
So what I've been doing for the last year is I've been taking all of the clients that I've been able to meet and work with around the world and start to train them on an online program. So I've created the Magnificent Body Online, where I have people come in. I have a private room. They come in, we meet at an assigned time, and we work out together. So I've been doing most of my work online, which is great because I can take it with me. I can go to the ocean and work out. I can go to a pond and work out, find someplace quiet on the beach to work out, and just wherever I want to go, I can take my iPad with me and train my clients wherever I am.
So you have clients on the East Coast?
So most of my clients are on the East Coast. I had a yoga and Pilates studio in Washington, D.C. for 10 years, and most of my clients are people who I've been training through that 10-year period who wanted to continue to train with me.
But there's a 6-hour difference.
But there's a 6-hour
So
difference.
what time do you start here with them?
So I train them after they get off of work and it's lunchtime for me.
Lunchtime. Is that how you make a living? Or what's it cost for your clients to be part of this online?
Well, if you want personal training, there is a set price. But also we do classes online, daily, that you can pay by donation basis. So our suggested price is $8 per class. I can fit up to 50 people in the class, and you go online, you take the class, you go on the website, and you choose how much money you have to pay for your workout that day. And that was the major complaint that I'd heard from so many people is I would really love to work out with you, but the cost was too much. So I said, okay, we'll donate what you can.
Okay. But now you're also involved in hotels.
So I do work in a few hotels and resorts where I'll go out and I'll do live classes. But personally, I really like the online classes better because I get to be home with my cat and my clients. Makes me really happy.
So what's the name of your cat?
My cat's name is Boots because he has 2 white boots on the back. He's black and he has 2 white boots.
Well, Carl, it's been fun. And we thank you for the time that you spent with us on WMTM. That's Toastmasters Radio 93.5. So
Thank
congratulations and good luck on your new ventures.
All right, thank you very much.